Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lynn of Jessica Lynn Original Studios, and today I decided to make a card featuring a digital stamp from Star Stamps. They are available on Etsy. I will put the link to their store down below, so if you want to take a look, she had some absolutely beautiful digital stamps. Digital stamps basically just mean you purchase an image. I don't own any rights to it. All the rights still belong to the original designer or owner. So I picked this beautiful image and I'm going to go ahead and purchase it. And then what I'm going to do is print it out, as you can see I did here, and I'm going to make a card with it. Alright, so I went ahead and I started putting this video together, and I realized at the end that I pulled out all of my Distress Oxide inks. I started showing it to you. I showed you the template, and I forgot to hit record. So I apologize. I will make another video where I'll show the background and how I used the template that I got, and the templates came from Amy. I interviewed her before on Behind the Card, Amy Beth. And she got me a gift certificate for Christmas to A Colorful Life. And they do templates that you can use with the Oxide inks. And the clouds are the ones of hers that I fell in love with when she made her cards with that. So you will see them in the final card. But I forgot to hit record. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed about that. But I will make another video to show you how I did it. But I feel really bad because I wanted to show you the full card. So we're going to go ahead and color this image. Again, it's a digital image. If you've never used one of those, they're super simple. Again, you don't own the rights to those. The original artist does, but you can use them for your own card making purposes, or double check any of their rules on productions and how many you could make of them to sell and stuff like that. But they're really fun because you can go out to the website just like I did earlier. I went on Etsy, downloaded it right away, and I was up and running with this card in less than 15 minutes. So super quick, super easy. So we'll go ahead and color this and then we'll start to assemble. One of the things that I love about card making is that I can see something completely different than the way that the artist saw it or envisioned it. I mean, I can tell you when I design stamps for JessicaLynnOriginal.com stamps in her studio, sometimes I will draw it and I'll think one way, and the artist who comes in and makes a card or does some paper crafting sees it a completely different way. And initially I was like, oh, I'll give her red hair, you know, Halloween. And then I started thinking about it, and I searched out different hair colors, and I was like, you know what? I want to do the gray with that pink ombre. And I thought that would be so beautiful. And so you'll notice I'm going to keep building up the colors so that it'll actually become almost a hot pink, purple, light pink, gray mix. It's really beautiful. Although I think it could be a nightmare keeping that hair color up because it would be a lot of work, but it's gorgeous. But I do love it, and I do love using the Copic markers in a mix of the Cali Art markers, because between the two I find a really good blend of colors. So I'm really happy with it. And again, you can see that cloud off on the side. It's so pretty. I wish I would have videoed it because it really was a beautiful moment as it was kind of coming together. I just want to say as a side note, be sure to subscribe. I do a lot of fun videos. I share travel fun. I do all kinds of stuff. This channel is really just about someone who really loves to share being creative and moments where we can get inspired from travel and family and fun. This is not a family channel by any means, although our small business is definitely supported by a small family who is running this small business. Husband does all our pick pack and our packaging and our sorting. I do all the art and everything, so I would absolutely love for you to join us here on YouTube and subscribe, costs nothing. And don't forget to give our video a like because that helps other people looking for card videos like this. It encourages them to come and take a look at us as well. So thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and finish coloring all this in, and one of the things I need to do is get everything to have just a little dirtier or darker tone to it. So I will go over the entire coloring with a darker gray once I'm done, just to kind of add some depth and tone to this. And I love the way it's starting out. I love that I gave her a scarf that was Halloween inspired. Halloween is one of my favorite times of the year, so I always love to do things that incorporate Halloween. So now we're going to take this beautiful background and we're going to go ahead and put it on the card. And again, I am just going to line it up with that raw edge to the right. That was my goal from the beginning. I'm just going to glue the whole thing on because I want it to be the entire background. And I will say, if you've never tried these inks, don't be afraid. I was very afraid of them, and I had quite a few people encourage me, and they're gorgeous. Like, they dry just beautiful, but it's like painting with shoe polish, so just remember that. Now, I do own a Brothers Scan and Cut, and I originally was going to use the Brothers Scan and Cut to cut this out, and a lot of people say, well, Jess, I can't afford that, which I totally get, right? With card making, it's not about how, well, eventually it will become about how many pieces you have, right? Because everybody sort of buys little things here and there as you go. But if you're just starting out, don't feel like you have to. There are creative ways that you can make cards that look like everyone else's. Now, my gut instinct originally was to put her up on a foam riser and kind of give it that three-dimensional look, but I decided to actually glue it to the card only because I cut out so many of the branches because I wanted that beautiful sunset to kind of show through the leaves. And you can see I'm just cutting this out with a pair of scissors. Okay, it can be done. Now, if you have arthritis or some other things, there's definitely better scissors you can use that would help with that. Or, you know, that's when you invite your kids or your grandkids over and you get them involved to cut it out for you. The Brothers Scan and Cut, for me, I really love it because it does a lot of that work for me. But you can see, you know, pair of scissors works just fine, you know, so don't go crazy when you first start trying to think you have to buy everything. You know, what I always encourage people that are brand new to card making to do is just go and buy a couple of digital stamps. We've got them at justglenoriginal.com. Obviously, you can see I bought this one on Etsy. So they're all over. Start there. Try doing that first. See if you like this. See if you're, you know, this is a creative enough method of design for you. And if it feels good and you're like, you know what, I love this, then keep moving forward. Get some stamps. Build up a little bit. And buy ones that mean something to you. You know, just because you might see a card and go, oh, I have to make that card. The odds are you're probably not going to make that card, right? So pick the things that mean stuff to you that you're going to want to use. And one of the things I do when I try to design is design stamp sets that are multi-purpose, that you can use for more than just one event or one holiday. Now what you can see I'm doing here is I am just coloring him because it was too white. It was just really bright and bold. And I went, this feels a little darker, so I didn't want it quite so white all the way around it. So super easy fix. I took a Copic marker, a W4, and I went all the way around it. Now I'm taking a W7 and just darkening up where I would picture the shadows of the tree. So where the sun is not. And by doing that, it almost feels like an illustration. more than an actual card. And it in person is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it looks gorgeous on screen, but if you saw it in person, it's even more gorgeous. So again, her hair, I'm just going to add some more of that hot pink. I really wanted her hair to pop, because what I liked about the contrast of the thought of her sitting there reading a book, very calm in kind of a dark, quiet atmosphere, but yet her hair is very bold and screaming out loud for you to hear it. So I thought it was just a nice just of positions of, you know, one versus another. I did add a little purple. My girls, they are obsessed with Descendants still, and in there there's lots of pink with the purple, and I thought that would just add a little extra tone to her hair. I am so happy with the way she turned out. I think her and her cat, I mean, look, I even put a little cat shadow on there, which is so cute. That background. Amy Beth, thank you for inspiring me to try those stencils. I love it. The colors are so vibrant and bold. And I just want to take a moment and say thank you so much for watching our video. Please share it out to other card makers if you have friends that are interested in this as well. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. I would love to hear from you down below. Again, my name is Jessica, and I'm the owner and artist of Jessica Lynn Original Studios at jessicalynoriginal.com.